Show. Well, our entire research team, as always, comes in bright and early at 8:30 this morning to tell us about the list of stocks that you need to watch out for. And here they are. So let's welcome them. Good morning, guys. Let me start off with you, Ekta. You're watching out for Spark this morning. Why will that be in focus?
Well, you know, there was news last evening about Spark, which is basically the research arm of Sun Pharmaceuticals, where they've licensed one of their particular new drug applications, which is an eye drop, Zelpros TM, or it's known in terms of the generic version of Latanoprost back-free eye drops, to Sun Pharmaceuticals. Now, Spark is going to receive $3 million in terms of upfront payment. Remember, Sun Pharma is the parent company of Spark, and eventually Spark will receive certain other milestone payments totaling around $16 million from Sun Pharma. Spark eventually is also eligible for certain defined royalties and additional milestone payments which are linked to the actual sales performance of this particular eye drop. Now remember, just to recap, we had in December 2014 reported that basically this particular eye drop, which is a preservative-free eye drop, it's used for glaucoma, and hence it's expected to be a better drug than already available drugs for glaucoma in the market. The US FDA had issued a complete response letter for this particular drug to Spark, asking them for more details. So that meant that it was a step in the positive direction for them to finally get that US FDA nod. So Spark had replied with a complete response letter, and now they're waiting back to hear back from the US FDA. So they haven't got the nod, but you generally out-license these drugs because a bigger company can market it. So it is definitely a big positive for Spark because they're making headway on their research and development portfolio. Sun Pharma, not that positive, but it will be interesting to see how Sun Pharma is really diversifying, because they just out-licensed a drug from Merck, which is MK-3222, which is a psoriasis drug, where they'll be actually eventually marketing the drug in the US if in case it passes phase 3 successfully. And that means that Sun Pharma, beyond its just generic capabilities, is diversifying to become a bigger pharmaceutical company.
Okay, Ekta.
Yeah.
Setting aside this Zelpros, Latanoprost, MK, whatever, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, setting aside all that, you're telling us that Spark will make $19 million right away.
Not right away, $3 million right away, and then eventually $16 million, and then could be even making more money based on the successful, based on how successful this drug is.
I understood that a little better than I understood Latanoprost. Point taken. Thank you very much. All right, the big story that that broke on this channel and that we have been bringing to you more details on is the PVR purchasing multiplexes from DLF. So, Mangalam, tell us about what is the impact on the PVR balance sheet.
Well, that's correct, Lata. It's the 5th deal in the multiplex space in the last 1 year. Now, PVR, as we know, will be acquiring DT Cinemas from DLF Utilities, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of DLF, for about 500 crores. Now, DT Cinemas operates about 29 screens across 8 properties, and also they are planning to add 10 new screens, so which is about 39-40 odd screens. PVR already has 467 screens, which is about 27% market share. With this, they will have about 506 screens, which is about 29% of the market share, or multiplex screen share. Now, this acquisition, we understand, is to be funded with equity and debt, is what the management told us last evening. Now, the debt on PVR books is about 667 crores. So we need to know how much is the proportion of equity and the debt which will be funded, because the company has cash of about 12.5 crore on its books. And even if we assume 60% of this deal to be funded by equity, that could be a dilution of about 10 to 13%. Now, prima facie, this deal looks expensive at around 17.25 crores per screen. Now, even if we account for the 10 extra screens that will be added, it's about 13 crore per screen. And if we look at the other deals that took place, something as recent as Jan 2015 and December 2014, Carnival Cinemas acquired Reliance Big Cinemas for a valuation of about 3 crore per screen. They also acquired Stargaze Entertainment for about 3 crore rupees per screen. So, prima facie, it looks a little expensive. We need to know how it will go forward.
All right. Yeah, we got those numbers, but you're the first person who has mispronounced multiplex as multi-sex. Congratulations, man.
I stand embarrassed.
Okay, Sonia bought from DLF, and he says it's an expensive buy for PVR. So, brownie points for DLF?
Oh, well, it could be a sentiment. I need to get over. I need to get over that first. But it could be a sentiment positive for DLF for sure. But the fact that, you know, I mean, this is a small deal for DLF. They've sold it for about 500 crores. Their debt is huge, more than 20,000 crores. So this is a drop in the ocean for them. But as Mangalam said, the deal looks good from DLF's angle because they've sold it at a deal which is higher than what most other cineplexes got sold at in the past, which is about 17 crores per screen. And on an average, a lot of the other you know, deals happened at around 5 to about 8 to maybe even at the max 10 crores per screen. So PVR bought it expensive from DLF, so that's a good thing for DLF. And the deal is in line with DLF's strategy to sell its non-core assets. But I don't think anyone will buy the stock just based on this particular deal because it's a drop in the ocean for DLF.
Yeah, but you're at it and you've done a good job.
Yes,
so there may be brownie points today, perhaps. Well, Pragya, welcome back from your holiday. You're watching Tata Power today.
That's right, Lata. You know, important news for the company, especially with respect to the Mundra plant. We understand the company is plugging into the 525 scheme, which the government of India and actually the RBI had rolled out. Now, the company is close to tying up a refinancing facility for almost 10,000 crores worth of loans. The management seems to have confirmed this news as well. Now, importantly, there'll be a change in the structure of the rupee debt, which the company had taken for the Mundra UMPP. We understand that the total debt that was raised was roughly about 12,500 crores, out of which Tata Power has already repaid about 2,500 crores. So that leaves the balance of about 10,000 crores worth of debt. Now, there have been a lot of losses that we've seen for multiple reasons, and we've been covering that over the last 2 years. The company has already provided for impairment losses of 2,650 crores on this facility. There've been a drain on the cash flows, the profitability because of all of these reasons. So from that angle, this is quite a bit of a positive news. Remember, Mundra unit had made a loss of about 822 odd crores just for FY15, the year ended. Now, we're awaiting the CERC norm as to what comes by. But the fact that the tenure of the loan now will be changed, you know, earlier the tenure of the loan was roughly about 12 years, so now that will be extended. We're awaiting details on that. Out of this, 9 years was pending. So we'll have to see what finally comes by, but very important news from them because this is roughly 47 to 50% of the total generation that Tata Power does.
Do you have any number as to how much the interest outgo might reduce?
We'll have to see how much the tenure of the loan comes down to. So earlier, right now the loan is for 12 years, out of which 9 years is pending. So if they extend it...
9 will mostly become, say, 15 or 20. We have to... Okay, so that's still awaited.
So we'll have to work it out according to, you know, how when the tenure of the loan extends. So we'll work out the interest as to, you know, how much...
Might even halve, actually, if it is as high as 15 years.
So huge relief, at least on the bottom line to that.
Fair. It looks like one instance where this 525 scheme makes sense, you know, a power project or a road project.